in the end. France holds 1-0. Foul called by Dosha there, I think. And then throws away anyway. Schlor with the D. To Dasha. Inside to Samuel Beutenmüller, I think that is. To Dasha. Wide to Nico Müller. Little pop pass to Dasha. The goal, 1-0. We got there after some technical difficulties. Always fun trying to sort out a new setup first thing in the morning. We're here in Brussels for the Belgium invite. Open division specific prep tournament for the European teams that are going to Worlds. Plus Austria, who I don't believe are going to Worlds. But I've come and joined for the weekend. Break to get started. Thanks for joining, Hoagie. Yes, Hungary, Singapore, deep into extra time now. Some say it may go to penalties. Oops. Let me know in the chat whether this slightly wider view or slightly more zoomed in is better. I'm going to be figuring this out for this first game. New spot, new setup. Mic'd up though, as always. shot deep. Very nicely done. 2-1 France. Pretty nice venue here. Apparently this is basically a brand new 3G, which is nice. Little stadium setup for the fans. GB Belgium showcase game later today, which sadly won't be on stream because I'm going to be playing in it, hopefully. But yeah, pretty good setup out here for the from the Belgians, much appreciated. If anyone could stick in the live chat as a reminder for me to get some oil for my tripod, a little bit of WD-40, that would be super. And I missed that point entirely. Nice. Nico Müller shooting deep straight away for Steph Doscher, who reels it in, as he usually does. Lefty finds Schlor. Easy little 3-pass goal for Germany. Okay, let's go for that slightly more zoomed. Maybe go slightly out from this. There we go. That should be pretty much smack bang on what we're after now. Means I need to pay a little more attention to the zoom there, so no promises. Yeah, 2-2, 3-pass score for Germany. Pretty young German D-line as far as I'm aware. A few new faces that I've not seen before. A few of the older faces still sticking it out, sticking around. I think Müller, Doscher and Schlor are going to be pulling a lot of the weight on this O-line, I expect. France, without Benet this weekend, he's stayed out in DC. That's another book. It is pretty much as still as you could ever hope for it to be for Ultimate here today. There is not a lick of wind. I don't know if you can see that from the trees behind. There is absolutely nothing at all. It's quite remarkable. France setting up in splits. Germany do a good job of shutting down the pool player. A little bit overthrown. France upfield receiver not seeing the disc to go and pick up the seconds. Germany moving this quickly. I can try and capitalise here. Classic German style reset on the around, reeled in. Very nice. Looking for a bit of a dad backhand, chooses to go back instead. Nice around. Inside flick, not quite in. Good D from Kai, pushing the handlers back. Germany being patient. Working through that front of stack dominator. Again, not quite in. There it is, first blood for Germany, 3-2. Defender looked like he tried to peel off a little bit to go and help on that front of stack. Pass was still complete, and so his guy was completely free. I'm seeing news elsewhere of potential suspensions, but I'm streaming on my phone, so I can't check the messages. So if anyone could fill me in the live chat, please do. From the chaos of yesterday's U20 mixed bronze medal game. And I don't use the word chaos lightly, it was complete and utter chaos. If you haven't seen that yet, I'd usually say I'd recommend checking it out, but I'm honestly not sure whether you should. 3.5 hours of your life you might regret spending watching that game. But yes, if anyone could fill me in on the most recent news, I'd be much appreciated. That would be much, much appreciated. So that's Germany 3-2 with the first break of the game. Very similar looking line coming out now. France looking like at first they were trying to run a dominator set, and then it's ended up having a number of players from downfield getting involved. Germany doing a really good job of shutting it down. Deep shots going up. That could be, yeah, absolute perfection. Good rip. Very good rip. Enough IO on that to have it sit out in front and not turn too much towards the end of the flight. Well executed, well run down, out in front. Rate it. What do you think of Germany Open strengths this year? Hard to tell. I'm a firm believer in not making stuff up or bullshitting the crowd, so I'm not going to. I expect they have plenty. What they are, I couldn't tell you. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I know it's much earlier over in the UK if you're watching, even earlier over in the US if you're logging in. And I wasn't due to be here for another hour and 20 minutes, so early for me as well. Müller in the middle. Fine Schlo. Little bop to the face of the mark there. Is that confirmed, Hoagie? Because if that's the case, that is quite the statement from the WFDF and from the tournament directors. And quick turn for Germany. Oh, and deep shot going up again for France. Reeled in, not quite in. Pop down space. Getting a Oh, that is disgusting. Nice little no-look dad backhand chip for the France break. Very nice. And yes, thanks for joining everyone. News in the chat. Apparently, Hungary suspended by the WFDF and medals revoked is the word on the street. Be good to get some confirmation of that. But yeah, quite the statement from the WFDF if that's the case. I expect them being spoken to by the Spirit director a number of times through the tournament up to that game has probably helped the argument somewhat. But yeah, breaking news potentially just in. Hungary suspended and U20 mixed medals revoked. What happened? Oh, what didn't happen? A quick browse through any sort of ultimate socials online would give some insight, I expect. France with the pull. Some nice offense from Germany. Schloer in the middle. Good D. A little rush, that one from Schloer, I think. Receiver wasn't quite as free as maybe he'd hoped. France with another break chance. I think we're back on serve here. France 4-3 up, so this would be to take them a break up. Apparently confirmed on the WFDF website. Hungary suspended, medals revoked, which is pretty wild. I respect it though, I respect it. WFDF taking a stance against what was a pretty abysmal showing of spirit, to be honest. Not just from Hungary, from both teams, but I think... Oh, little dink. Good pressure on the end zone line. Yep, seeing some links come through on different chats from the WFDF website confirmed. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining, Amelia. Yeah, official news just in. Hungary suspended from the World U20 Championships after their bronze medal game. Medals to be revoked. Does that mean, live chat, that Singapore are going to be bumped up to bronze and receive the medals? Well reeled in from, oh, that's unfortunate, I think. I think just a bit of weight landing on Conrad Schloer's ankle there. Looked like a fair bit. Hungary suspended, but Singapore don't get the bronze. Make it make sense. At which point, does Hungary being suspended mean absolutely nothing since the tournament is already over? Deep shot from the Germans. Oh. Actually, in the Olympics, if a team is suspended for investigation, they could then be disqualified and their medals go to the next athlete in line, which could be the case. Well reeled in from Müller. Nice aggressive pivot. Müller deep, looking for Dosha, not quite in. The interesting foul call. The end zone's a little shallower than usual, so I'm seeing a few bits come up short. The bronze medal for the mixed division not be awarded. Wow. In which case a potential investigation underway whilst they're suspended. I expect, as we see Germany pop in a nice bit of end zone offense to bring it to 4-4. Couple of turns in there for Germany. France doing a good job of putting some pressure on. Yeah, in which case I expect there will be some sort of formal investigation into their actions and a decision made as to whether they then get the bronze after that or not. If not, I fully expect Singapore will be promoted up to third and given the bronze, a la similar types of investigations in other sports. And I think for the sake of everyone's integrity, Hungary not receiving those medals at the medal ceremony is probably for the best. Germany's pole, 4-4. Well, lots of bids in this game. Everyone's pretty fired up on D, I have to say. Liking the intensity. Let's shift this forward slightly. There we go. Nice little pop out in space. Number 27 I recognise from Czech. Interesting matchup choice as it looks deep. Well received. Nice little lefty pop. France with the clean hold. I think if you are number 25 marking number 27 from France, you probably go full fronting, shove him deep. Go and challenge that height difference. Just allowing him to get a really nice upfield, aggressive reset. Instead, (5-4) France. I expect a level of joyous celebration from the ultimate internet today following that news. It'll be interesting to see people's reactions. I think Singapore may be getting away with the fact that Hungary were a little bit worse, just a smidge. Their own spirit not stellar at times, but being made to look much, much better by the Hungarians, I think, sadly. See France with the pull. Now back on serve, one break apiece. I believe. Nice little overhead to Dosha in the middle. Müller just sitting wide in the third hand spot at the moment. Another nice, almost hammer over the top. Just to break France out of that poachy saggy set. Nice inside backhand to Müller. And, pop a difficult one up the sideline, but well received from Dosha. So the Germany hold. If you're not familiar with international or European ultimate, or just new to the scene, Nico Müller for Germany, number 33, a fine example of throwing form, fakes, technique. Definitely one to watch. Was an integral part of that World Games campaign for Germany back in 2022 in Alabama. Up and lead them to pretty momentous victory over the US. Sadly, that team then falling to Colombia in the 3-4, which was a shame. I think Germany were probably arguably in the top three teams there. Score is now 5-all. France on serve at the moment. Coming out in, let's see, another deep shot going up. This one reeled in. And turning the end zone. I said at the end of the last French O point, if you're marking 27, probably front him pretty hard, let him go deep. They do exactly that, get pretty close to the block, but he does a good job of reeling it in. So they're obviously not too worried about also putting it deep to him. But then just a little too much angle on that around backhand caused it to go to ground. And Germany have the chance to break to go 6-5 up. Oh! Little bit of contact on the back, I think, maybe. Looks like as he's gone up for that, for a little bit of a bump on the back. France, a little Callahan opportunity there. I would be very surprised to see this foul call be declined. But maybe it will, and that'll be the universe balancing out the spirit. I think the question is maybe whether it was catchable, is what's being asked here. Uncontested foul. Yeah, I think asking the question, yes, I think I fouled you, but was it actually catchable? Answer, it seems, from the sideline and other players is yes. And Germany retain the disc with a chance to break. And a classic German reset behind. Doing a really good job of hitting these insides. Little round flick to the end zone. Oh, just out of reach again. It's one for each team now, just a little too much A little too much pepper on that flick. Or maybe a bit too much angle. Just taking it out away. End zone eyes. France going deep again. Very nice. Great cut, well executed throw. Bit more sit on this one this time and reeled in. Very nice. Bit more touch. Nice and flat. Defender, good bid, but not quite enough. Another very nice deep shot from France. Very well executed. Thanks all for joining this morning. If you're involved in the chat, thank you very much. It means you're subscribed. Much appreciated. Little bit of live stream inside knowledge. Maybe some other YouTube content coming soon. Keep an eye out for that. That was France's hold, so they're back on serve. Couple turns in that one. Germany want to get that French O-line back out ASAP. Nice around flick from, I think that's David Metzer of Wall City fame. Sitting nicely off screen there, good camera work on it. Nice inside backhand, well reeled in from Müller. His own inside backhand to Doscher. A little trapped on this sideline. The French sideline getting nice and close to make it much harder as well. Müller goes up early against the poach. Nice swing. Doscher providing a bit of a nothing cut, but comes off. And the nice around backhand. It's better tempo from the Germans if they can keep that up. Doscher slows it down again. Finds Müller. He's going to sit one out for Doscher. And a nice block from the French. It really felt like come in, not going to lie. Germany just playing a little too focused on the end zone, I think, and less focused on moving the disc to open up options. And the French going deep again. But Germans underneath at that time. Nice block. Germany playing with a really nice amount of tempo and flow up into the end zone and then just stifling a little. France just seemingly very happy to just contain and not put an awful lot of pressure on the handlers. See the deep shot from Metzer. Very nicely executed yet again. Great little inside backhand against the face mark. And these deep shots have been very successful. There, as I said before, in case you missed it, there is not a lick of wind here. It is dead still. You can understand why moon catchers in the Belgian Open team enjoy their overheads so much. That takes the score to 6-all. I believe games are 70 minutes here today. We're about just over halfway through that. See France coming out in that split stack again, isolating on that two cutter side. Germany clogging the middle, doing a good job of slowing that down. Kai Matisse, I think that is at the back. As you see a nice blady flick to the end zone, well reeled in, very nice. Very well done. Can you ask someone to film your games? Maybe. There is a VO right there being used. So access to the games may be available after the tournament. But in terms of live streaming, I'm not overly keen to give access to advanced ultimate coaching to someone else who's here. But hopefully access after the tournament is done. Would highly recommend getting a VO, any team that's looking to work on their own game with some video review. It's great stuff. Very, very easy to use, very useful. That is 7-6 to the French. Yes, I would love to watch live as well, but I'm not overly keen on giving the setup to somebody else, sadly, on the YouTube lives. French 7-6 up with the pull. Just a break to take half. The German offense has been looking pretty good so far. Schlor on the sideline with his cleats off now, following that bid onto his ankle. So it looks like he might be done for the rest of this game at least. Metzer. And Schlor finds Doscher to Reinhardt. The Germans doing a really good job gaining lots of yards with these unders. I actually think that Metzer probably had a nice inside up line there and bounced back. Boyton Muller finds Muller. Another saucy around flick to Doscher. To Muller. So that same position that they found themselves in last time before the turnover. Let's see if they can keep a bit more tempo this time. Nice little scuba over the top from Metzer, not quite in. And these short end zones, I think, playing with people's perceptions a little bit. Nice tempo from Muller. Pass around to Beutenmüller. Samuel inside for the German hold. Very nice. Better tempo from the Germans at the end zone there, I think. Small end zones, I think, making it a little more difficult. I might be wrong, they might be about right, but they look maybe a little short. That takes us to 7-all. This isn't Ulti-TV, so I won't be using the phrase Galaxy Point. French on offense to take half. And the Germans sticking with that same looking D-line, I think, deciding not to bring anyone over. Yeah, Schlor sitting himself down on the sideline. Won't be taking any more part in this game by the looks of things, sadly. Certainly one of those players that would usually be brought over on big defensive points. Though, first game of a tournament like this, makes sense that they are rotating through that full roster. Last couple of points, I think we've seen the French come out in that split stack, so it'll be interesting to see if they do the same again.
Yes, boys, come!
And 3-4 this time. And well, looked like a clean D to me. It was Samuel Beutenmüller brought over to play some defense. Just an underblock on the first pass. Good attack on the front cone. Feeling the pressure, has to put it up. Looks like it's going to be Beutenmüller at the back. Easy does it. Just hops on up. Looks like it might be a stall-out call. Declined. Yeah, Germany with the break. Sam flunking himself up on the stands at the back. For the Germany break, 8-7. I think both teams are going to take a quick break. I'm going to do the same. I'll see you back here shortly. Turns out they're having very short halves this weekend, as we are straight back in. The Germans coming out with a clean hold to start their second half. And just like that, 9-7 to the Germans. Thanks all very much for joining. If you wouldn't mind giving the live stream a quick like, helps the old algorithm, helps promote live streams and future content to viewers. That'd be much appreciated. And for those of you in the comments, thank you so much. It means that you're subscribed. Much appreciated. Hi Dom, thanks for joining. Germany currently 9-7 up in this first game of Belgium invite. Back to the end zone. Very nice. I must learn the name of number 27, but seeing him around with Czech in the past. Excellent technical thrower. Gets a nice gainer on the under. Goes a pretty pinpoint flick to the end zone for the French hold, taking us to 9-8. They are going to have to get a couple of breaks now if they want to take this one from the Germans, however. So I'm going to try and get 4 games total this weekend, if I can. Whilst I'm not playing and whilst I've got the extra time away from warm-ups, etc. So we have this game, we have the Italians will be making a feature, as well as the Belgians. No GB or Austria, sadly. Pretty funky schedule this weekend, since we are just the one pitch with 6 teams. It means some fairly significant breaks at times, but it happens. So you see Metzer centering to Müller, looking deep. Very nicely done. And the Germans again find themselves just short of the end zone. Dosha a little inside flat backhand, nicely done. Deep shots are going to be a big part of teams' game plans this weekend, I expect. It is very, very, very still. I would dare say pretty much perfect ultimate conditions. Nice layer of clouds, keep it nice and cool. It's not too hot out here today, but mild enough. And yeah, if we take a look at the trees in the background, not a sliver of wind. Which both these teams taking advantage of to great effect at the moment. I'm already getting coaching tips in the chat. Thank you very much, Amelia. And we've hit the big 2-0. Brick pull from the Germans. Means we'll get a chance to see France and their offensive setup. So coming out in 3-4, but the third handler, you can spot him right in the middle of the screen right now, pushing right upfield. So it's almost a 2-5 horizontal. Ah, no, turn and split, okay. Split stack, isolating those two cutters on the isolated side. GB play Italy first game. So we have France, Germany, Belgium, Austria, and GB, Italy to start the day. Looking deep. Yes. Good pressure from the D. Bit of a height mismatch. Are Italy going to us? The open team and the mixed team are going to us. No women's team, I believe, is their setup this year, sadly. Though, as a nation trying to qualify for World Games, I am happy to have them only in the two divisions. Very nice continuation from the Germans. And just forcing that one a little bit. Pretty routine run through D, I think. There we are, confirmed. Italy in the chat. I won't have seen this on camera, but there's a third French handler just trotting around 20 meters behind the player there to try and take his player out of things, which is quite interesting. Foul called. Just good pressure from the Germans, not making it easy. Little pop against the face mark again. Seeing that so much more at the moment. People recognizing the face mark, comfortable to just pop the disc out into space. Got to see the disc. Speaking of the Italians, welcome. That takes us to, I believe, 10-9 to the Germans. Anyone watching could bring me a cup of tea, and that'd be something stellar, I have to say. Germans out in a 3-4 set. Running a power play, and Müller is not messing around. Goodness me. That is pretty stellar. I'm gonna clip a quick highlight of that one. So you didn't see, the Germans ran a third handler power play. That's what we would call it usually, where they aggressively go up line to clear the open space, leaving the two cutters on that same side isolators. One came under, one went deep, and Müller throws an absolute dime of a flick bomb. This is a close game. That takes us to 11-9 to the Germans. just the one breakup, I think. I believe that is. But coming out of half on offense. So the French needing 2 breaks if they're going to win this one. I had a couple of questions in other chats. I don't know if those people are watching here, but Hungary suspended due to multiple spirit infractions across multiple games, but also largely because of their bronze medal game against Singapore at the U20s. France, I think, again came out in that split stack. Germans seemingly ramping up the pressure a fair bit here now, making the French cutters' lives difficult upfield. Hannah's doing a good job, but there we go. Oh, just as the cut opens up, Handemark identifies, intercepts for the clean block. And the Germans off to the races. Managed to get it off the sideline. A timeout called. Don't mind that. Don't mind that move. Yeah, the French handler's doing an all right job of moving the disc at the back with relative ease, but a bit stagnant upfield. One cut finally opens up. German Handemark does a great job of reading the play. Nice clean interception. As we hit the hour mark, that takes us to 11-9. To the Germans. Chance to put the French in a pretty tough spot here if they manage to put this one in. Would leave them with a 3-break deficit if they wanted to win this game. French Open team recently attended London Invite, hosted by Clapham in West London a few weeks ago. I think ending up in the 5-6 game there against Canada Masters. The Germans deciding to go to Windmill. Losing out in quarters, I believe. Big negative reset set up for Germany, but end up only losing a couple of yards immediately. Gain those back quite nicely with a round flick, which a bunch of you will have seen none of. And good pressure from the French, forces the turn. Moving this quickly. Well reeled in up the line. Pops one out in front. French counter-attack for the hold out of the Germany timeout. 11-10 to the Germans. They'll be disappointed not to have put that one in. So I think we're around 63 minutes through at the moment. So about seven or 8 minutes left maximum of this game now. French running out of time to generate the turns that they need here to get these breaks. Germany out in a 3-4 sets. Müller in the middle, almost throws it on the ground to Doscher, but reeled in. A very tasty leading pass to Samuel Beutenmüller. Usually I would say very good D to push the handers back. Müller calls a foul. Yeah, I think a little bit too much contact on that one. Usually I would say pretty good hand and D to push the handers back, but the Germans just very, very happy to do so, almost always. Happy to lose yards to then gain them back elsewhere on the other side of the field usually. Nice inside from Doscher to Müller. Stands in that outside, yeah, goal. Stands in that inside flick, threatens it, pops a little outside backhand instead. Nice toe of the line. I think that's Reinhardt. And the Germans take it to 12-10. I think they're calling that the game, by the looks of things. They are 12-10, the final score. Coming up later on, we do have another streamed game. I think that might be Italy-Belgium. Might be wrong, not sure. But follow at Advanced Ultimate Coaching on Instagram to keep up to date with the news there. You may get an extra bonus stream here and there if I can find the time. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. See ya.